so everyone can re-watch it afterwards. If someone didn't have the time to watch it live, it's always there to do a recap and to come back to this. So I have some new things to announce, and also later on we open up for some Q&As if you have some questions on how to use SAGA, how to use it for your system, because these calls are there for you to get all the insights on the one hand, and also to understand much more SAGA. I hope that's a good purpose for the call of today. If any other wishes, just write it in the chat. I'm super open for all your suggestions. So two new things. I think it's always good to start with some surprises, right? Who of you love surprises? So I think only if they are good to surprise, right? So you want to see it first and then you decide. So one thing we put in SAGA, which is like in the library, we always continue to add on stuff. And one thing I put in is here, you see the structured sales process. Because I think some might not know directly the power of this Kanban view and how to use it for good, right? Because if you use that for good, then yeah, I think you have the superpower in your hand if you use this one and understand it completely. And therefore, we have a video in the library you can watch and understand the system. So that's the first one. The second new thing, which is now there, is something we have here in the help section. If you might found that or looked at it, it's up here in the top right-hand side. That's here the question mark. And here we have suggest a improvement or visit the community. Who of you saw that already? And if you click on that, or if you click on suggest improvement, it open up here a sidebar where you can bring up ideas how we can make SAGA better. So this is really a place where we want to have your feedback. We want to have your feedback of SAGA. We want to have your feedback on the features where you would say like, hey, I would love to have things. And the other thing here is like, you have here the chance to vote. That means like if someone brings up, like you can click on what is trending at the moment. I would love to see LinkedIn as a social media platform, anything else. So if you say like, wow, that's a great one, you can click on this to make this a thing where we get the feedback. Yeah, that's pretty big. The other thing would be like, hey, if someone of you said, hey, it would be cool if in the library, it would be possible to also just upload pictures like here. Then you can click here and give it a vote. If you would say like, hey, I want to have small tweaks by improvement our lead magnet flow, then you can click on this one. And if you find something new where you said like, yeah, I have another idea, which might be even more powerful, just put it in here and then let the community vote for it. Does that sound cool for you? Where's my chat? I don't see. Okay, that's great. Cool. So please, I just can tell you, please use that for good. It would be amazing to get all your questions and all your ideas together, because this is growing with all the ideas you're having, right? So coming to a question, because I want to see where you at the moment when it comes to SAGA. Write a 5 in the chat if you already did go through the onboarding. So did you look at the onboarding and say like, oh, I watched all the videos, made sense for me, helped me for that? 4.9. That's very accurate. So if you're not fully there, then put in a 4. That's amazing. And a 0 if you didn't start yet. So then you can be super transparent there for that. So 4.5. Okay, amazing.
But I'm having trouble with Facebook and Instagram on importing my contacts.
Yes. Yeah, we know that this has to become even a little bit smoother. So it's already in development to make the importing easier. Are you on Android or are you on iPhone?
I'm doing it on my desktop.
Okay. Okay.
And also, I tried it from my iPhone. I'm an iPhone, and not working well. It worked fine from my CSV, from my contacts. Worked fine, but I only got 351 from my Facebook. And then it came up with an error saying that, and I did the JSON, right? Am I supposed to? And it had no error, and it all like googly gop.
Okay. Yes. So we are working on that to make it better. So Anna said something.
In that case, I'm fine.
So Anna, I don't know that what's doing there from how ManyJet is doing that. I think the big advantage for ManyJet is that they have a cooperation with Facebook already. So Facebook gives them a very strong API to pull away or pull out all the data from Facebook. So, but that would perfect thing to put it into the feature section where you can bring up this as an idea. So mobile import works awesome. Okay. So John will do next time a training on how to do that for everyone who is not perfect in doing this, because there are some people who say, yeah, I'm struggling a bit. Others say like, no, was not a problem. So it's cool. Okay. Who of you already uploaded some of your videos you're using for promoting your product or your business opportunity in the library? Write a 5 in the chat if you already did that. Not now. If you did it, and a 4.5 if you had it in your mind but you didn't finish it yet, and a 0 if you didn't start yet. Okay. Okay. Cool. And who of you already had some insights in looking at the lead magnet and creating a lead magnet and uploading a lead magnet? Now we need some new numbers. Write an 8 if you already did that, and a 3 if you say like, I wanted to do that. Okay, perfect. And now write in the chat, please. Are you building more online or are you building more offline? So write an O if you build online and write an O if you do offline. No, that's bad. That would 2 times the same number. So both offline. Nice. Both. Only online. Online. Okay. Cool. Offline. Connect online on those and close them offline. Oh, perfect. Schedule sit downs. Perfect. Okay. So I will talk about a little bit about maybe the structured sales process, because I think it's really important to understand that and to see how powerful this is. But before we go to that, do you have any specific questions at the moment? Who of you some generic or some general questions, or would you be interested in looking at, for example, creating lead magnets? Just give me a short feedback what you have. I have 2 lead magnets right now, launched one today, and got some good feedback already through the test run. Amazing. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so how we do that is does one of you want to speak up and we use your case and to solve your case in SAGA? Would that help everyone? Otherwise, I'm super theoretically and say like, imagine we would have this and this and this. Does someone want to be the my object we are working on? No one?
If we don't have a lead magnet set up already, you want to set it up?
Yes.
Is that what you're looking to do?
Yes. So this is what we would do together now. Would that help everyone? That we look
Do
together,
mine.
how should we tackle the lead magnet today? And how can you, everyone, you take some notes and afterwards you could do that, we could do that together, right? Is that fine?
Yep,
for
I'm
everyone?
volunteering.
Okay, Laurie, thank you very much. So first of all, just tell me about, so you building online?
I am trying, not going very well.
Okay.
But that's my goal because my warm market is pretty used up, cold.
Okay. So, so first question, is it allowed to be German?
German.
For everyone. Yeah, German means I'm direct and honest.
Oh,
and
please.
I'm not like,
Don't beat around the bush.
Amazing. I love the idea.
Don't
but internally
beat around
I
the
think
bush.
about,
No.
what a bullshit.
Give it to me
What a
straight.
bullshit. Okay.
Give it to me straight.
But remember, it's more like a little bit like tough love, which is like, I just want everyone that you grow and you really take something out of this call today. That is my main goal. And if I just say like, hey, you should feel well, no, I want you to make everyone so much fucking money that you say like, yeah, give me the one, give me the one. Why? Because it's so much easier. Okay, so Laureen, to the lead magnet. Lead magnet is a point which is super interesting, but there has to be something before that the lead magnet is working. Why? Because if you don't have some kind of brand and attention on your account, of course, it's a little bit hard to have a big sign up in your lead magnet. Is everyone understanding that? If I post every day just some pictures of my cat, don't get me wrong, cats are very nice, but if you're not in the business of cat food, you might have a problem. Why? Because it has nothing to do with maybe your brand. But we come to this. So Lauren, I need to know what product you are, what is the product or the service your company is in?
Health and wellness products.
Health and wellness product. Okay.
Yes.
What is the go-to product for problem solving?
Peak Performance. It is a combination of supplements that address multiple metabolic issues in one pack.
Okay. So
adds years to your life and life to your years.
So is it more for longevity or is it more for energy and stuff like that?
Both. It does both. Helps to decrease blood pressures, helps to decrease cholesterol, gives energy.
Okay. Be aware, a product, of course, everyone loves the product. If you have a product which solves almost everything, it's always a little bit like, sounds like snake oil. So even if it's amazing, but just in terms of marketing, it's like, I have a car which is amazing for driving fast, but you also can pack in 20 children, and also it's super sexy. At some point, it was like, I don't think it's possible.
So the company itself focuses on health and wellness products that are non-toxic. That's the real focus, is the non-toxic
Okay. Yeah.
bent. Yeah.
So the point here is like a lead magnet can have different functions. A lead magnet, so the idea of a lead magnet is to solve a problem and give information that someone says like, I like that, so this is why I give you all my informations for this valuable part. That's the idea of somehow a lead magnet. So you give people an information which is valuable, so they say, that's pretty amazing, I love that, I will come back.
What if okay, because our company has so many different products, I think that you've hit the nail on the head. I've been kind of, too broad.
Yeah.
And so recently I have been focusing on the aspect of weight loss and working with people as a coach using our products, but becoming my customer through the with the company as my customer. They use the products and I coach them for free. That is just part of what I offer.
Yeah, that's your
rather
offer.
than, yeah. And okay. Yes, that's what I offer.
Cool. So we go to weight loss because I think many of you can relate to weight loss, right? Weight loss is a good part. So here is some short explanation what a lead magnet should have. Write it down. It's might be helpful. Engage your leads. Make it damn good. No fluffy. Give away the secret. Sell the implementation. Then have more than one valuable thing. So be better. And the point here is a lead magnet. A lead magnet is a complete solution to a narrow problem, giving away a significant discount or free to your ideal customer. And it helps you to turn low trust into high trust. So in terms of Laureen is like, sorry for saying that, she claims herself as a health coach or a wellness coach, but on social media, maybe nobody believes her. So now she has to give value to people so they start trusting her. Does everyone understand that? And how you can do that? Here are 3 ways how you can solve this to pick your ideal lead magnet. Reveal a problem, like sign in for my free test if you are having, if you are insulin resistant, right? That would be a test. Someone could sign in and they say, I can download it. And you said, okay, make a survey if you might have insulin resistance by answering this amount of questions. This is revealing a problem because you can, for every answer you give, it's between 1 and 3, which is like very sure and absolutely not sure. And if you have a high amount of numbers, you slightly might have insulin resistance. If you have a 0, you're pretty sure not have insulin resistance. That could be reveal a problem. The next would be like a free trial. A free trial, in that case, doesn't work so good because that would be something that you give away your coaching. But the one thing you could give away for free is step 1 out of step 5. That means like, what is the one thing you are coaching? And in terms of coaching, that could be like you said, like in my diet or in my program, I help people with the first step is you have to take more protein, right?
Yeah.
As an example, I'm just an example. So one lead magnet could be like, I have here my high protein guide. If you are a woman who's struggling with eating enough proteins because you don't like meat, then I have you here my best practice where I helped hundreds of clients to get a good amount of protein intake without eating too much meat. Can someone relate to this? Give me a feedback. Yes, no, maybe I'm off the call. Okay, thank you, John.
I think so.
So And another thing could be where you said like, you could bring up a workout guide, for example, where we said, okay, I have here a home workout guide, completely home workout guide about how to do the workout for women over 40. Super specific, because it's like, or if you say like, I do a workout guide for people who don't have a gym and want to get fit within 15 minutes a day, time investment. And so you could do something like that. So you see, there's an infinite amount of things you could bring up when it comes to a lead magnet. And the cool part is, for the lead magnet, what you can use and should use is, for example, ChatGPT. Because you put in your target group, and that's the big question is, and sorry, if I go a little bit brighter, is that okay? Because you have to make a good lead magnet, first you have to understand who's your target audience. And the first question you have to answer yourself is, and this is amazing, you can put it in ChatGPT and say, help me to identify my ideal customer. Ask me all the questions to specify yes, thank you very much, identify their needs, and I want you that we target their pain points. Because guys, we don't move because we are so happy. Most of us move because we have so much pain, right? And that is the thing you should do. So everyone should go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, help me to clarify, to find out everything about my target audience. And the moment you have that, you can come back with this. And then you ask ChatGPT after you find out, yes, so the future desire, the pain points they have, the problems they have, because maybe single moms have different problems than maybe a manager. And the more, and that is the one thing I learned in marketing, is the more you speak in the language of your ideal customer, the more a person has the feeling, Loreen is talking exactly to me. It seems like she knows who I am. The bigger the trust is. So, and ChatGPT can help you in a pretty cool way with doing something like that.
I love it.
So that's the first thing. Find out who's your target group, and then you can even ask ChatGPT, hey, based on the information you have, what information are these people lacking, which I could put into a lead magnet? And then it could give you some ideas about a lead magnet. Right? So, yeah. The next thing is, when it comes to lead magnet, is, so in your case, it could be like, or you could do a test, like the test which is like, hey, ChatGPT, I want you to help me to create a test if someone is insulin resistant or whatever, and make the test about asking 10 questions, and the person can rate from absolutely hitting the point and absolutely not, and in between. And for every answer which is more relating to insulin resistance, he get 5 points. For every answer which makes sure he's not getting insulin resistance would be 0 points. And then give me, make this test. And what you do afterwards, you copy all these questions and go to Canva, open up flyer or brochure, and you find amazing templates. You just put that in, and within, I would say, 1 or 2 hours, you have a pretty nice lead magnet. And guys, actually, that in my case, or in my mind, that should be one of the daily business or the weekly business you should do. Why? Because if you have an infinite amount of leads, it's super hard to stay poor. What I mean, what I mean with this is, if you have, and let me show you an example. You want to see an example of a lead magnet? So, for example, here's a lead magnet of a person. Do you see that? Hopefully, it's like she made a step-by-step plan to become a high performer, to unlock your next level of success, right? And then she introduces herself. She tells her story, which is very important. Tell your story, because that builds trust. When they see where you come from and where you're now, that's super helpful. Then you have here some proof elements. So you have some customer feedbacks. Doreen, that would be amazing, has some customer feedbacks or some before and after pictures from your customers. And then she tells about, I have this master framework. And in this master framework, blah, blah, blah. Then you can do a high performance self-assessment, for example. Then you have here the 6 step of master: mindset, action, strategy, thrive, energy, and reflection. Then everything is a little bit explained. And at the end, she said like, hey, did you enjoy the guide? Here, follow me for more. And thank you. And maybe if one guide you need something, let me know. That's all. Not really rocket science, but functional.
So people would click on my lead magnet and it would bring them to...
That comes in a second.
Oh.
That is the next thing. What we do is setting up the lead magnet in Saga. That's the next step. So, yeah. So, let me check. Is that working? So what we do now, or what we could do is like I go in ChatGPT and says, and then I just put in, I want to set up a lead magnet for my business. My business and my target audience are women over 40 who want to lose some weight. They struggle with diets and looking for a system which helps them to easy lose weight without sacrificing their joy on eating the right food. They are very busy, they have kids, and they often forgot about themselves. Please give me 5 ideas of a highly converting lead magnet that is fitting to my audience. Even with the worst English, it might give me some ideas. Do you see that? Give me a 5 in the chat if you can see what ChatGPT is writing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, and maybe you can say you like it or you don't like it. You see, you have some 7 lazy weight loss hacks for women over 40 who loves food. I'm pretty sure people would love to buy to click on that, right? Busy moms, no diet meal planner. So lose weight without giving up chocolate. 3-day kickstart guide. 10-minute morning ritual to burn fat all day. Which weight loss type are you? Oh, isn't it like that? Maybe it's just in Europe. women love to
People
do
do that.
some tests. Like, I want to
Yes.
do a quiz. What kind of body type am I? Is it correlated to my star sign? Oh, that's really amazing. What is my ascendant? Is it really like I should eat meat because I'm lion? So many interesting stuff, right? Sorry, I'm going too far. So does everyone understand that? And then I said like, okay, then I put, I love number 5. Help me to create this. So, and now we let him do the work. Blah, blah, blah. Here is the quiz. He gives me the quiz questions, blah, 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 and so on. Then it's like the overwhelmed doer, the emotional eater. Oh, that's good. The all or nothing thinker and the confusion optimist. Okay. Make the result types more woman specific. Maybe he has a better idea. Oh, the caregiver who comes last, the emotional food lover, the all or nothing perfectionist, and the information overload queen.
Yeah.
Girls and guys, do you like that?
Good.
Okay, so now you could set that up in Canva. And now the interesting part is we go now in Saga, right? Let me go here in Saga. So, by the way, guys, is that helpful for you?
This is great. Really good.
So, can we do quizzes in the PDF? Yeah, so sorry, I'm coming back to your question. So Daniela, and push ChatGPT to give the best possible answer because it doesn't always. Yes, of course. ChatGPT, don't get everything for granted. Sometimes he is a bit crap. How can we do quizzes in a PDF? Yes. So Marine, sorry for just late request. Answer.
Yeah.
You do that in the as a PDF, and then you would just, they have to print it out, and then they can do the form there. So okay, so we go on now. Everything will be done by ChatGPT. So what are we doing? Now we go in and go to the lead magnet. And in the lead magnet, I get here my own lead magnets. I do create a lead magnet. And I would call that, how did we call it? I call it weight loss type quiz. So I call this weight loss type IU, and I call it just quiz. Okay, it's about product, it's woman, and I choose an icon, which is like the flower. Yes, okay, and then I get create a lead magnet. So look what I do now. I am super, how you say, lazy. I make a screenshot of my screen. I copy this. I put it in ChatGPT.
Oh.
Then I go down to the other one. I copy the rest. And I copy the other thing in ChatGPT too. So here is the outline of my landing page. Please make a very personal and attractive copy for the landing page addressing my target audience. Okay, and one thing you should put in, which I do not, ask me everything you need to know to make the result perfect. Why? Because if he has some questions not answered, he will ask you this first and then gives you a better response. So Timo is doing the same like me. Yeah. So it's just, you don't have to know everything. You just have to know how you can make it easier for yourself. So look, now I just go copy paste. Which body type are? I go here, I go on the top, I copy paste,
Replace it.
and it's
Ah,
done.
got
I
it.
go here, discover the pass. I go here, copy paste, done. Then I go,
Oh, so it's just the formatting that you're trying to
I just go
put it
down.
into the format.
I
Okay.
just put it here. This quiz is for one over who, and then I do are tired of diets. Boom. Boom. Is everyone seeing that? Boom. Save. I do this in real time so everyone can see it, how fast it will take me. Up, boom, and that's the last one. And check, done. So that's too long. So, and okay, then I write here. What will you get? Here. Oh, I copied the wrong way. So what will you get? I have to put it there. So what do we get? Up. There. And then I should have copied this. But yeah, you know what I want to do.
Mhm.
Okay. So the point should be away. So it's more or less like here. Then I have a picture. I have to upload the picture, which is the cover of my PDF I did in Canva, right?
In
So
Canva. Mhm.
then I have an automatic mail. Here I upload, for example, my PDF. So the PDF is uploaded.
Oh, where did you click for that?
Here on top. Here I click on I click on PDF, and then I select the PDF. Just something. I click on this, and now the PDF is uploaded. You see it here? Now, of course, it says. So what I do now, I copy this again, put it in ChatGPT, and said like, write me an email for everyone who signs up for the lead magnet PDF. See the format in the picture. It's crazy. My ChatGPT understands me even I wrote like crap. So here's your personalized weight loss starter plan inside. Then I copy this here. Guys, one big point is don't do any emojis in the subjects. No natural person in the world puts in emojis in a subject. Every computer, every system understands this is scam. So, and then here I just copy this. Here, click the free resources below. I can put in this. Here, dear that is on top. Here's the freebie to feel light Click on the link below. Then I put in the rest day, your 7-day blah blah blah. Here, and then you can put in Fraser Brooks.
One question.
Yes.
So when you said this email, the email was what generated, was your one of the response emails that you are addressing now. Is that correct?
That is the response email after someone signed up.
Someone signed. Okay.
So because now it's, I can go no, stop. So now here's the weight loss thing. I can have a look at it, copy, put it out. So if I now would sign up, here you see which weight loss type are you. If I now sign up, I will receive the email instantly with the PDF and the quiz inside.
Okay.
And of course, the email, I would address it a little bit different, because I want that, please put in the email that after they did the test, they should reach out to me with the result to show them how I can help them. But if I would do a test, at the end of the test, I would put in some testimonials and give some results on how this body type can change. And of course, I will address to my product, but not in the lead magnet at the first hand. I first want that they reach out to me.
Okay.
So that would be the setting up for a lead magnet. People that get directed to the thank you page that is in English, can you adjust and customize this page? This thank you page at this point, you cannot adjust it, but Timo, what can you do? You can go to the feature suggestion and make a suggestion and say like, please, I would like to have this and and other people can vote for this. Laureen, did that help you a bit?
Yes, that helped me a lot. Helped me a lot. And then I can make several lead magnets, right?
Guys, you should do several things, because every time you just bring something else up, it's all about giving value to people. Because in the first term, if you said like, hey, social media is not working for me at the moment, the hard truth would be like, yeah, okay, because you're not good enough and you maybe not authentic enough. And we are all afraid of being seen and being authentic, and because we're all afraid of being judged. But you have a unique gift, and the moment you start really talking about this, I think you will attract much more people. And of course, if you look around, who are you following? And mostly you follow people you trust and who give you some kind of value. Rather, they are super entertaining, rather they make your life a little bit lighter, or they are super good and they give you good information where you can learn. So be one of these. Any other questions?
Can I just ask a question? Sorry, on the
Of course.
magnet thing, I got a little bit lost. So
I'm
your
here.
initial lead magnet that you would put onto like Instagram or Facebook or your social media, what have you, is this something that you would put on there for them to then give you their email for you to then get to that point?
Yeah, the email, and maybe in the so first of all, we want to collect the email. Why? Because the email people are giving away the easiest. With all the other stuff, they are a little bit like, yeah, you know. The point here is, in the email, you can put in your WhatsApp number and say like, hey, if you want to have some more information, just reach out to me personally. So then they could say, yeah, hey, I just made the test, I have some question. And if they are in the WhatsApp, that's strong, because then you have some kind of personal connection.
Yeah, they can connect. So you would like put whatever your initial like drawing for them is for that lead magnet. So say either like the quiz or whatever it is that you're offering to your customer or to the people.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a quiz. It can be also like, it can be a cooking book.
Yeah, well, I've got like my idea was, because I do a lot of wellness as well, but one of my ideas was, if you want to know, like if you want a free recipe, you know, for them, and a healthy recipe sort of thing. So if they wanted it, they would then have to obviously give me like their details, the name, their email address, etc., for me to send it on to them. And then obviously we've got them then in our leads.
You don't have to give them, they just have to sign up. Look, let me do the example here. So first of all, one important thing is the lead magnet has to be market. And what I mean with market is like, you have to do it sexy. If you just post the lead magnet, it's like, yeah, click on my link. People don't know. You have to put in some emotional storytelling, which is like, Loreen could say like, I was struggling for 5 years with this amount, and she tells her before and after story. Or Danny could say like, I'm a coach, I helped this amount of people, and now I give away my best recipe that helped this, and this people to get this results. Or Timo could say like, I have no idea. He said like, I want to get fit in the summer. And now I will post about the best recipes for losing belly fat. Who's interested in that? And then people maybe say something, and then he would come up and say, okay, I'm collecting some stuff. And then he advertised that I will send out, yeah, or 7 day story, but yes, exactly. Yeah, he knows where I want to go to. It's like, make a story before you launch the lead. And the point here is like, first in your stories, you have to create some proof before you offer them something. Because, for example, if you look super unfit and you said, I'm launching a guide on how to get super fit, it might not be the best one. The point here is like, if you can show people that you have the experience, it's gold. So this has to come before, and the better you do this, the more people will drop in, because then they feel that the lead magnet has a value. So, and now back to your questions, is like, you don't have to do anything. You just would copy this link. You copy this link and put it in your Instagram story, for example. And then if people click on this, they land on this page. And then I would put in test quiz, and then I put in a Gmail request is testquiz@hotmail.com, and then I put in a number. A number has to go in. Okay, get for free. Then this is the message Timo was talking about. People can directly reach out to me, or they just wait. So, and now the interesting part, if we go back in the contact page, magically we see with the icon we choose, the lead is in there. And then the cool part is, you can go here to resources, you can go to manage, and then you can start here connecting, for example, or the scripts you are using for yourself. Does that answer the question? Beth, I think that was your question. Where is the email?
Brilliant. Wow. Brilliant.
That was kind of what I was trying to get to, what Beth sort of a lot easier in the thing, and that's helped. So yeah. I'm just starting out. I'm still sort of like adding contact stage at the minute. So
so Anne, where are the questions to suggested on Saga to go to the response? So where do the answers? So the answers, it's a PDF, so we don't get the answers. It's just like a test in the quiz. Maybe I understand it the wrong way, but then ask again, please. So can we to the own picture? That's a good request. Do you know what you should do? Write a request. So I meant the Saga questions. So you want to see the Saga questions again, what you put in. Is that correct? So another, one of the last things is like, if you then have here the lead magnet, what you then can do is like make a mailing list. And then you can go into the mailing list, create a list. That would be like quiz. So I call that quiz. So add subscribers. And now which subscriber do I take? Interaction from my personal quiz. And then he selects, sadly, just one person, but I could say like, yeah, also put in this people, and put in also these people who downloaded the success scripts. So these are all the people, and then I can add them. So add subscribers. So I click, I select them, and then on the pictures here, to put the pictures. And here I put here add to list, and then one contact is in my list. Of course, if it would be a bigger one, it would be more. And then I can go to email broadcast, and then I could send out every week an email for everyone who did sign up for the quiz Lorraine did. And she could say, okay, it's Fit Friday. So I give every Friday, I give a tip about fitness, right? Now it's loading pretty slow. So my internet is slow. It's about, I think this is open. Is that helpful? So I'm still waiting.
Is there anywhere on the your lead magnets that say they'll be added to like an email subscription, or they have to click out of it, or is that something that we do after we've spoken to them?
So the moment they sign in, they can click on the thing that they are in contact with you, and that you will or maybe will reach out to them. And then of course in every email there's the unsubscribe button where they can say like, I want to unsubscribe. And even in the broadcast list, now it's open. So in the broadcast you see how many emails you send out, how many people do not deliver it, and how many people even are unsubscribed. So you get a feedback on this too. Okay, any other questions? I hope that helped you a bit about understanding the lead magnet and this powerful tool when it comes to lead magnet. Some people, it seems to be, they dropped off, so it was not helpful for them. Hopefully for the rest. Are you have any other questions? Would you like to have more often some in this in-depth detail training? So the one which are not delivered, can I kick them out? Yes, Marin, yes, I would do that. The one who are not something like not in there, you can kick them out. Monica, not yet, but you can put it in the feature suggestion that you can do both. But what I would do a PDF and put in the link of the YouTube video. So then they could click on the YouTube video too out of the PDF. What to do once the lead magnet is launched? Do it again. Do it again and do it again, because not everyone is watching your stories. So it's not like we did it once and we focused on it so long, and then at the end we say, yeah, I'm so bored. If you feel you talk too much about one thing, you can be sure the rest didn't even hear it. So Timo, I would do that multiple times. Not the 7-day story plan again. Then I would do like a 2 or 3 day story, because it's some kind of awkward when you say, hey guys, again, I'm thinking I'm setting up a lead magnet about this. Then it would be more helpful if you then say like, got so many requests about the lead magnet, here are some feedbacks, and then you would post some feedbacks maybe from people you got or from some customers. Even the customer came from somewhere else, but you can use them to build your trust. And then you could say like, hey, if you want to have these same results, maybe have the first put your toe into the water and download my free lead magnet on how to get this amount body time, whatever lead magnet, point. Does that help you guys? So we are planning about to do this kind of training in a weekly base to help you getting some insights to understand it even more. And what we would love to is running some kind of contest of the people who, for example, creating lead magnets, and then at some point voting or give it to the community, and everyone who has crazy good results can show his lead magnet and his funnel, and there is a monthly winner. And the prize of the monthly winner is getting a private one-on-one call with Fraser, which is pretty valuable. Yes, this training will go in SAGA, yes. Yeah, Anna, that's also possible to have some guides of setting up and fields. But we will do a video also on how to set up SAGA. It will come in the library in the next days. So for everyone to do so. And anytime you have a question, please feel free to reach out. We are here to help you and to make your business fly. In that case, I'm looking forward to see you next week with new questions, with new challenges. And yeah, super looking forward for that. Have a great evening and talk to you guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.